Yes, you shall YouTube. Welcome back to the channel with more Gran Turismo 7. And guys, this is part 3 of how to tune cars in Gran Turismo 7. So as with my previous videos guys, tyres are really important. So PP550, you want to be looking at sports tyres. Anything over PP550, you're going to be looking at racing tyres. Please remember they're pretty much presets for grip. When it comes to your suspensions, your fully customizable suspension has 2 extra settings. It's got anti-roll bar and it's got your toe angle. Now the anti-roll bar is really important for keeping the car stable when going through corners, so stopping body roll. Your toe angle will be needed to edit alongside your negative camber, and that's to help with the actual turning in of the car and also stability. If you put too much of these things on, the car's going to be too unstable and you're going to find it sliding out on you a lot. When it comes to LSDs, I'm going to bring a separate in-depth video on the Lsd tuning. So for a race build, I'm just saying one-way LSD, make it a little bit more easier for yourself, take some of the stress out of having some extra settings. I find that the one-way LSD is really good for race builds. Again, this is a PP699.20, so I tried to make this to a 700 class. And when it comes to your aerodynamics, bear in mind, put the wide body kit on first, then all your aerodynamics. If you put on all the customizable parts but not the wide body, and then put the wide body on, it's going to take all them parts off and you're going to have to rebuy them parts. Now when it comes to tuning the aerodynamics, when it comes to tuning the anti-roll bars, the negative camber and the toe angle, these are things that need to be tuned through test driving of the car on the track that you're building it for. Now bear in mind, you can build one car for multiple tracks as long as they're similar in layout and they're similar in distance. So basically keep that in mind. When it comes to the aerodynamics, if you're finding the car slipping out on the rear too much, it's not gripping at high speeds on corners and it's starting to slide out. Aerodynamics, I've got full aerodynamics on this build on the rear and I still found that it was still sliding out a little bit. So if you go and put on a brake balance controller, you can edit the brake balance controller setting underneath and you can adjust that so there's more pressure applied when using the brakes to the rear, and this will give the rear more control and stop squirreling when you're going into corners at high speed. When it comes to balancing cars out for BHP and your PP, ECU needs to be fully customizable, and then please do not forget to put on the power restrictor. The power restrictor and the ECU being fully customizable are going to help you lower the BHP of the car and help it bring it into the PP class that you're building it for, because every time you'll tune or edit the aerodynamic settings, or even I'll show you with the suspension settings, they will change the PP rating quite a lot. So balancing the car out is something that's going to probably take you more time than actually getting the handling of the car tuned in or actually getting your gear ratios tuned in. Now when it comes to gear ratios, put on the fully customizable racing transmission. It's going to give you manual editing over each individual gear, and you want the car to launch with minimal wheel spin. In the first gear, you want to be able to put down as much power in that first gear as possible, so that when you come to first gear and you want to make that gear ratio longer, and again, every setting or every time you do an edit to your tune, you've got to go onto the track. You can't just jump into the settings and change a load of the numbers and a load of the slider settings and tune the car and think it's going to perform. Aerodynamics are something that do take a bit of time in tuning, same with actual towing, tow out angle, the camber settings and the suspension settings in general. But please don't look at the tuning in Gran Turismo 7 and be put off by it. Once you get kind of like the hang of understanding that the tyres are pretty much presets, the suspension is pretty much a preset, the one-way LSD can be kind of looked at as a preset. All you've really got to focus on is balancing the car out and getting the car to stop and accelerate out of the corners without just spinning out on you. So that's where your aerodynamics will come in, your brake balance controller will come in, your overall suspension tuning will come in, your tyre compound is key. And if you watch my previous videos, guys, building the car in general, building the engine correctly, picking the correct parts to put on the car for the correct class, all this is key, and it's going to take you a little bit of time and effort, as every car's characteristics are all different, so each car's different to the next one. So it's literally trial and error when it comes to tuning. A lot of testing's involved, and when you feel that you've got the handling dialed in and you've got the gear ratios, so you're pulling enough power, you're not wasting any, you're getting enough top end out of it, and you've balanced it all in with your ECU and your power restrictor, that's pretty much it, guys. And this is probably like the most simplest explanation on how to build a race car and tune a race car in Gran Turismo 7. How to build and tune road cars in Gran Turismo 7. I'm going to bring you a more detailed video regarding the differential gear tuning for the fully customizable LSD, so stay tuned for that. If you're liking the video, smash the like button, smash the subscribe button, feel free to leave a comment in the comment section down below. If I've missed anything out in this video, guys, as this video has been an absolute pain to make, and this is like the 8th time of me trying to record it and explain it. If I've missed anything out, drop it in the comments. Quick question, I do read all the comments and I will get back to you straight away. Hit the bell notification icon, get notifications on all new videos as soon as I hit the channel. Happy racing, stay safe, peace.
Tell me pretty lies, look me in the face, tell me that you love me.